Hello my friends and welcome back. Thank you very much for being with me again today. The Ukrainian leadership or the leadership of Ukraine or the guys in charge of Ukraine reached that stage where they started disagreeing with one another. They make statements that contradict one another. They contradict one another with names, not only the statements. I say, well, I don't know, this is my statement, this is what I think. No, Tom Jones' statement is like cuckoo. That's what they're doing now. Why? Because the circumstances in Ukraine and not in Ukraine, the international conditions changed, it seems like, with the Americans putting pressure on Ukrainian handlers, the handlers of Ukraine, to start talk to the Russians, and they don't really want. And I said this many times. We'll see how these guys will react when their boss tells them, hey, you ran your course, time's up, now you gotta do this. If they're gonna follow that, or they're drunk with their new big heads that they think they have, because they were allowed to think that way by the mass media and everybody else, hailing these weasels as being the second Napoleon Bonaparte or Alexander the Great, which in reality they're just weasels, four little kosher guys over there, okay? And I'm talking about Zelensky, Yermak, who's going to be in this article, Reznikov, and Zhmihal. The guys in charge of Ukraine are all four Ukrainians. Okay, kosher Ukrainians. So let's see what's going on here. So the Americans said, guy, you gotta start talk with these guys, time's up, and so on. I'm not gonna go through all the people who said, but I will, okay? I have to so I can make the point. There was in the military those clowns, Milley and Austin, all right? Then you have President shuffling, semi-conscious Biden. Then you have Kirby of White House. Then you have Sullivan of the White House. All these guys told Zelensky, hey, it's unrealistic what you're doing. Your requests and your to start negotiations are not unreasonable, unrealistic, and you gotta start doing something. And these guys did not take that nicely in a way. Okay, let me think about it, or yes sir, as they should, because we know who's who and what's what. And some Ukrainians and some of these guys made some statements regarding if the war is going to be over in Ukraine. This article comes from Ukrainska Pravda from Saturday, November 19th, 2022. Now we have Yermak on predictions about end of war in spring. All right? Sounds like a dream. This is how he assesses the war being over in the spring. Sounds like a dream. It's not like a dream come true. Oh, I'm dreaming of that. Like you're crazy thinking that that's gonna happen. You're dreaming. That kind. I read the article. Like I usually don't do. 99.9%. I just talk as I read. So, Andriy Yermak. He's another appointed by the elected kosher guy. He's a kosher himself. Andriy Yermak, the head of the president's office. They couldn't find a Romanian over there, or a, I don't know, Pole or a Hungarian. They had to find a kosher. It's okay. It would have been the same outcome. It's just, it happens that there are four. What a coincidence. Andriy Yermak, the head of the president's office, believes that it is unlikely that Ukraine will be able to end the war unleashed by Russia by the end of spring next year. Ukrainform reports this with reference to Yermak's during a speech at a Halifax International Security Forum. Again, these guys are invited everywhere. These known values, these mediocrities are invited everywhere. Obviously, they really think they are what they are, including the connection probably they have them by their Four Little Pig connection, you know what I mean? I think it really got to their head. They are important. And maybe they are. They are as they are because they dictate what the Ukrainian nation will do. Exterminate itself or will not exterminate itself. They're already led by other Ukrainians. Details. Yermak has commented on the statement of Volodymyr Harilov, Deputy Minister of Defense of Ukraine, that Ukrainian forces can return to Crimea by the end of December and the entire war with Russia will be over by the spring. So this is the guy from the defense. And all right, Reznikov is a defense minister, another kosher guy out of the four little pigs. They control everything. The mass media, they don't have to because they already banned whatever they didn't like. So they don't have to control that one. Quote from Yermak with a K at the end. It sounds as if this phrase of the Deputy Minister of Defense of Ukraine is a dream. Of course, millions of Ukrainians dream that this war will end as soon as possible. However, I will be more realistic. That means that guy's an idiot somewhere out there. I will be more realistic. I'm the real one here. More details. Yermak noted that this year Ukraine has achieved success on the battlefield, liberating Kherson and advancing on Kharkiv front. However, I'm quoting, this war continues. I think it seems like you like it. And I am not ready to say the exact day and time when we will win. What is win? But it will definitely happen, the head of the president's office emphasized. Background. During an interview with Sky News, Havrilov predicted that Ukrainian forces could be back in Crimea by the end of December and the entire war with Russia will be over by the spring. Now, you see, this is the same statements as politicians make, like former President Obama. For change, vote for me. Hope and change. Hope that what? I punch you in the face and change what? Change my pants? What are you talking about? I want the details. Because you talk in the generalities. And I can, or the same thing, do the right thing. My right thing could be your wrong thing. So if I start doing my right thing, could hurt you, and vice versa. So these are general. The same. This guy, we will win. How do you? I can't say the exact time when we will win. How do you envision that? What's winning? Winning is liberating all those territories. From what I learned from them, making sure that Russia somehow will decide that it's going to make you payments of about, I don't know how many hundreds of billions of dollars in damage. Somehow they say, you know what, man, you beat us. Shake a hand right here, let's go. How much you want? Let me see. I got the money right here. Oh, you need more? It's okay. I will make my kids work for you, everybody, because we made a mistake. So obviously we should be punished, and I agree, man. You're the good guy, I'm the bad guy. I got it. Oh, on the same page, do I need to be hanged now, or are you gonna make a little, trial, like Nuremberg trials? Are you gonna do that, or we're gonna go through the trials so everybody sees that it was all like Saddam Hussein trial, like fair and just? Okay, all right. So I'm not gonna like Adolf. I'm gonna wait until you dispense justice. Okay, then what? After that, what? Oh, we all have to go. Okay, and then you guys are going to appoint someone as the leader of Russia, and you're going to appoint your idiots over there. They're going to allow you to do, not you, your bosses going to be my bosses, not mine, because I'm going to be, you know what I mean, by your trial, after your trial, and you dispense justice, right? Okay, oh, they're going to take over our nuclear military. Oh, that's very nice. That will peacify us, all right? All right, is that what it is? Yeah. Basically, these are the terms. These are the terms of winning. Now, can they achieve that? And how can they achieve that? Unless they still have these guys in power over there and they take control of the nuclear weapons of Russia, I don't think that's winning for these guys. So they have to exterminate the bosses of Russia, which are Russians. Is that right, Yermak? Yeah, okay. So they have to exterminate those. They put their people and make sure that those people, when they issue an order, the military and the services of Russia will listen to them. That means you have to take care of those guys too through some Nuremberg trials, okay? And then you change and you make any kind of marriage that you'd like legal in that country, and you can determine this being a man and this being another man, and they can make children together. You can do whatever you want, like you're doing here. Great? Excellent. That's a victory for you. Yeah. All right, bullshit, enough with that. But it's not bullshit. They really believe, this guy really believe in that. So this is how victory looks for these guys. Is it possible? Not impossible at all. Well, they have about, I don't know, 5% chance to acquire that, which, you know what I mean, is as much as Biden has approval rating right nowadays. But who cares? He's not in control anyway, right? Or he is, or Kamala is. When she holds it, then she's in control. The microphone, she likes singing back and forth. Jesus. Thank you very much for being with me again today. Stay strong, stay smart, look for the truth, and be just.